I'm not gonna lie, y'all. August felt a little soft in terms of activity. I talked to a lot of other professionals in the industry and they said the same thing. Now, that's not the case for every single listing, but that is the case, I think, for most of the people in real estate. And so let's see what the numbers say, though, and just kind of look at the market according to RealTracs and the activity that happened. Okay, guys, so this is Davidson County single family homes for 2024. This is all of Metro Nashville, Davidson County, surrounding areas. So down 8% year over year in new listings. New under contracts, we were flat. So the amount of homes that went under contract last month was flat. Total under contract inventory is down 10%, and then closings were down 20%. And you see here that the average sales price increased slightly, while the median stayed flat. The average list price actually decreased just a little bit, and the month supply of inventory is now 4.5 months. So we are starting to see a little bit of a buildup, not necessarily from new listings, but just from the amount of homes that are staying on the market longer. Now, if I take a timeline of this, I want to look at the average sales price and just show you that overall we are still growing. You can see that we were actually down 6% in average sales price over last month, but that can just vary by what's closed out. Overall, though, we are increasing. So you can see that even better on a 3-year trend. Now, the amount of total showings that we saw in Davidson County, you can see we had a peak here in March, and ever since then, you know, it's been relatively flat, but it's been down from our peak, even in our peak season. So, you know, there's a lot of things that are happening in the market right now, and we're going to talk about that a little bit, but interest rates, what the Fed's going to do, and then obviously election year always affects a little bit of the real estate market and other markets. And I think we're just dealing with a little bit of that right now as well. Now let's flip over to Williamson County as a whole. So Brentwood, Franklin, Thompson Station, parts of Spring Hill, Fairview, etc. New listings, again, down 7% year over year. The new under contract inventory actually went up a little bit. So more homes went under contract in Williamson County last month when compared to August of 2023. Our active inventory, so the amount of homes that stay active, are actually up 4%. And then you can see that the total under contract inventory is actually down 7%. Our total inventory is flat, and our closings were pretty flat. I mean, down 4%, but that's minimal. Average sales price is up 9%, and the median sales price is up 12%. And you can see Williamson County is remaining a pretty strong market. We're still only at a 3.5-month supply overall in this county. If we go to Brentwood, Tennessee, you can see that our new listings were up. We had a slight decrease in under contract, so new under contract down 7%. Active inventory is down a little bit. New under contract, or sorry, total under contract inventory is down 17%. Closings down 19%. So we really had a slower month last month in terms of things that closed out and went under contract. But our sales price average was up 32%. And then our median sales price was up 38%. So our average closed sales price was 1.566. And we're sitting at a 4.3-month supply of inventory. So we're sitting on a little bit more inventory, slightly less stuff going under contract and closing out, but our sales prices are continuing to increase. And then let's look at another really popular market, Spring Hill. So we had a lot of new listings in Spring Hill. There's a lot of big developments happening in Spring Hill, June Lake being the largest. So we had a lot of new listings pop up. We're actually up almost 40%. New under contracts were also up 20%. Active inventory is up 35%. Our total under contract inventory increased almost 30%. Our closings were up 51%. There's a lot happening in Spring Hill. Because you think you still have proximity, you have industry down there with GM and just a lot of other companies moving down there. And then also you can still be in Williamson County. It's a little bit more affordable than some of the surrounding areas. This also includes Murray County, by the way, so I do have to say that this is Spring Hill total. So our average sales price was up 14% and our median was up 18%. And then we're still only, with all this new listings and everything, we're still only sitting at a 2.76 month supply. So Spring Hill is really rocking right now with activity. And I have found myself personally down there working a lot, which I love. I love the community there. So we've been talking about this a lot, but the last thing I wanted to show you is that mortgage rates are really starting to fall. We've seen a lot of volatility in mortgage rates. They've been up and down, swinging wildly, anywhere. I mean, there's been weeks where I feel like it's been at like 6.75, and then a couple days later, it'll be over 7 again. It's been really consistent in the mid 6s the past several weeks. But now we are at the lowest level since April of 2023. So you can see the average 30-year fixed right now, 6.27. 15-year 5.65. FHA, which is a product that I really like right now, is 5.67%. So we are starting to get into the mid 5s with some of these mortgages, low 6s with conventional. That means if you were getting a seller to do like a buy down or some sort of 2-1 buy down, you can be well within the 5. So it's always expected that we're going to see a little bit of a dip in August. It's back to school, it's summer, all that good stuff. We did see a bit less activity in traffic and under contracts, but you can see some markets are still crushing it. And our market in Tennessee especially Middle Tennessee, has always remained resilient to market changes. So if you're waiting for prices to just fall off a cliff, more than likely that is still not going to happen. We haven't seen it yet, and mortgage rates are finally starting to come down. And so it's a great time to buy if you're looking to buy. Get in before we get an influx of people. Take advantage of some of the inventory that's on the market. And then if you're a seller out there, I have several listings on the market right now. It's just time to be patient, prepare the home, make our marketing adjustments that we've talked about, and continue to push on. There's going to be a buyer out there for you. And we're just in kind of a little bit of a weird market, a weird pattern, but we are starting to get some tailwind behind us. So if you want me to run a specific neighborhood, zip code market for you, just reach out to me. I'll be happy to do that and do a personal video just for you guys so we can look at some market trends. Thanks.